evening, everyone. Good evening. This is Kenneth Davis. What word, what word defines you? Okay? What word defines you? You can begin to put up your word that defines you um, as a person, as an individual, as a brand, as a business person, as a parent, as a whatever you are. What is the word that defines you? So, one of the words that defines me is resilient. I'm very resilient in what I do. I'm very resilient. Uh, I never let things defeat me. Is there some things that I can't do? Yeah. Are there some things that I can do better? Of course. But what is the thing that defines you? If you had to identify or use a word that describes you. Hi, Sheila. Um, what would be the word that defines you? And Sheila says her word is determined. Mine is resilient. Mine is multitask. I can do a lot of different things. I'm multi-talented. So I can do a lot of things very well. Um, the other word that defines me. As you come on, you can begin to talk about some of the words that define you. Think of the words that defines you. I am. I have a good snapback, and most people think that when I say a snapback, it always does not talk about how fast I can be with my mouth. Sometimes my snapback is how can I fall? How can I come back from if something happens? How can I do that? The word that defines you is who you are. A few years ago, I heard, and I was in the doctor's office, and it was a lady, and she was recovering from cancer, and it was a sermon. She was talking about a sermon, and she was talking about David and Goliath. And I was, we've heard it from so many different perspectives and so many different ways in our lives that we heard about David and Goliath. But it was a different turn that she introduced me to on that day. And I would like to introduce you to that. Have you ever wondered um, what made you different? What are the accents to you that why do you sometimes struggle at the things that you do and you do well? Why is it such a big struggle? Because Goliath to David stood at the door. So wherever you see a big fight in your life, especially with your giftings and your gifting and your giftedness, That is where Goliath is. That's where the fight. That's where your skill is. That's where your intentions are. That is where you need to really focus on. Wherever you see Goliath fighting you, that is where your strength is. That's a part that you got to take saying, okay, I am amazing at floral. I can do floral designs. I make floral designs, I make bows. So I do a very good job at it. I'm very creative. Am I the best in the world? No, but I have a creative way and a creative insight. Is it a fight sometimes? Yes, it's a fight. It's a fight for creativity of seeing what do I want, how do I want it shaped, what do I want, the presentation that I want. Yes, is it a fight? Of course. Where is Goliath at? Goliath is really not over. Sometimes it's the confidence and you having in what you can do. Yes, it's the confidence, having confidence in saying, I can defeat Goliath. I know so many people that are amazing teachers, that are amazing orators, that are amazing at everything they do. But Goliath, he sitteth at the door. Goliath sitteth at the door of your next level. Goliath, he sitteth at the door of your next major potential. Why do you have to fight Goliath? Mainly Goliath is our insecurities about something or really investing in what some people say or what some people do. That's where our Goliath is. Sometimes our Goliath is people and an actual person. That is our Goliath. Our Goliath is actually sometimes us and our not thinking that we are able or we have the capability of doing something or really investing in someone so much until we diminish our us to our fullest potential. We don't allow our fullest potential to manifest because we don't really believe that we can be the best that God allows us to be. Um, I personally define myself as being my resilience. My resilience is just like the fruit of the spirit. It branches off to so many different things in my life. It for my forgiveness. I'm a very forgiving person until it gets to a certain point in which I realize it becomes toxic. And when it becomes toxic to me, and it's not that I don't forgive you, it's just I don't let you have access and allow access to cause me to my next level and to my next accomplishment in myself. So always find a word that defines you. And you always have to add to it as far as with your affirmations. Bringing your affirmations brings your words to life. Whatever you affirm yourself, whatever you say that you are, that is what you are. Whatever you say to yourself, you have to get up in the morning and it's best in the morning. It's best to start your day with affirmations. When you are in your quiet times, to bring your positive affirmations before you so that you can know what you're talking about. Everyone asks, how do you do everything that you do? How are you so confident in what you do? Well, one of the first things is when I teach people, like if I do my when I do my business coaching, because that's one of the things that I do. I do business coaching. I talk with a lot of people that are in business, and because I'm very analytical and how I see things are at a different perspective. As when I do the business coaching, I tell them to start from the beginning, and I hear their passion, and I actually listen to what they're saying, because most people, when they describe themselves or describe what they want to do, they can actually describe it in full detail. But sometimes they don't know how to add the color, add different aspects. And that's why you bring in a business coach, someone that has not just to have intuition or being intuitive, but has a broader spectrum of how they think about stuff. If you never had an opportunity to sit down with a business coach or someone that has the ability of seeing other parts of what you do or how you want to do stuff, take that opportunity to spend some time with someone that has a different insight. Um, I'm so blessed to always have, my pastor is intuitive. He can just speak sometimes, and he doesn't, to me, he doesn't really realize how he does it to me. I do have a few people that are intuitive, but when I see things differently. I see things from the inside, from the outside, and far off. So if I do something, I can immediately think of how it happened and why it happened. And if I say this, this is going to be my response. If I do this, this will be my response. If I say that, that will be my response. And then sometimes, as being a person and in my emotions, I operate in my emotions, and I don't care what will be my response. Sometimes, but I'm in general, as being the business coach or a business coach, I can see those things that you may miss or see a way that you may have not seen uh, as being productive for your business. So if you are interested, you can inbox me. Kenneth Davis 1967 at gmail.com is my email, and it will be the email. Make sure that you are liking and subscribing to my YouTube. It is down here on the bottom. It'll be right here on the bottom. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because some things I'm not going to put straight on Facebook. I'll be putting just on YouTube. So sometimes you'll have an opportunity to sit with me while I'm just on YouTube and having some of my daily thoughts and affirmations of how to be creative in what you do, and how to take and enhance what you do, and how to even look at your market and find out what will be the best for your market and what you want to reach. So, I'm really good. I'm very, very good at it. Very, very good. Very, very good. But if you don't choose me, if you want to find, but always find a business coach, and they can see you and they can help you to direct your business to a level that it can be more productive. Because that's the one thing, if whatever you do as a business, if it is not to make money, it is just your hobby. So you have to realize, find someone that you can sit down and talk to. Hi, Cora, how are you? um you have to sit down and let somebody to listen at what you do, that's not just your friend, or they may be your friend, but someone that can see just a little different, maybe. And when you sit with a business coach or you sit with someone, please know that they're not giving you the 10 commandments. They're just giving you actual insight on what they see that can help you in your business. So I've been doing some business coaching for the past 3 years privately. We're going to get together and do our life classes again. We've got to begin to bring out our affirmations once again, because if you're not watching me on Facebook all the time, I'm not on Facebook. Sometimes I'm going to be on just YouTube, because Facebook has has been limiting a lot of stuff, and then they're going to start preferring a lot of stuff. So you're going to see a lot of changes that are coming up, but you're going to begin to see me more. I'll still be on Facebook a lot also, because I don't want to miss. You're going to see me on Instagram and also LinkedIn. So I'm going to be all over, and also Periscope and Twitter. So I'm going to be all over, and you'll have a chance to see me, whatever, on multiple social media networks. Our next talk, then, which we're going to do tonight, is on everyone is now saying the new cliche of saying, I'm doing a mental health check on you. I'm just doing a mental health check, and just to see, just to check in. Um, when and I put that up because I do want everyone to understand when you're doing a mental health check on somebody and you hear something or you say something, what do you do with it? Do you just pray about it? Do you just talk in an area in which you're not trained, or a area that you're not? If it's something that you just overlook, what do you do when there's something that's going on in someone's life and it's bigger and it's more than you expected or what you even thought of? Let me give you this free piece of advice. Refer it to someone else. Find out resources when you find out that someone is in a dark place, and when they're having something, as you're doing your mental health checks, as you're doing it, of course pray for them. Of course talk to them. But if you're not skilled in the area, um, allow someone that is more seasoned or more trained or more intuitive or more into doing what you've done. So let's give this instance. During last year was a very, very, very um, trying year for me, and I have learned to So I went to the doctor, and because one thing about it is honesty will really, I really want to help our people when we talk about mental health, because sometimes we can prevent some of the hurricanes if we understand when the clouds are coming in, what that means. We can prepare ourselves for the rain, and prepare ourselves more better. So I did all the necessary work. And as I began to do my mental health check, I checked in with some of my friends. I checked in with some of my mental health professionals. And I checked in with my doctor. And he asked the question. He said, "Are you depressed?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, on a scale, and when you go to your doctor and he asks, um, well, the questions that he asked. And my answer was immediately, I want to put you on a little medicine. I am completely holistic about believing in my mental health and believing in taking medications and what to do and what not to do. So for someone to tell me, I'm just not, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, I do. So I had to go on medication. So before I went on, I was talking to someone that I trusted in the form of their medical advice. And because they were so insensitive, they were very insensitive and also untrained of the state that I was in, um, began to tell me religious jargon. And the first thing was, because of not what, did it make me any less in my faith? No. Did it change anything about me? No. But actually, after their conversation, it really, because of my state and the person not knowing where I was mentally, or what was going on with me at that time mentally, um, it caused me to go into an even worse state. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Have you ever talked to somebody and you were feeling bad, and when you got off the phone with them, or you got out, finished having that conversation, that you felt worse? That was the instance that I had. I had the same instance, and it put me in a more of a tailspin. And because of, thank God for my mental health training and what I knew immediately the steps that I needed to take. So when you're doing a mental health check, remember, never go further than you are experienced, because sometimes you can open up something or you can ask questions because of concern, and you can open up a door, and it may end up being more things that is packed behind the door than you expected. So it is important that you really stay in the spectrum of your experience. Also, if when you're asking these questions, make sure if you are going to be and if you are going to do that, take some life coach classes, because everyone can't be a therapist and everyone can't be a counselor. Take some life coach classes. They'll give you alternative answers, and that if you're going to be the person that's going to talk, that you can find answers, that you can find ways out, that you can find solutions, and what you can help your friends, your family, and even anyone that come up to you. So, y'all, I just wanted to come on for tonight. Not a very long time. Sunday night, we're going to have our Sunday and night soiree. So we're going to be on about 6 o'clock on Sunday. The sun will still be up. So we'll have our Sunday and night soiree. We are moving forward as far as for our business. Yes. So if you would like to, if this has been a benefit to you and you would like to make a donation to what we do, because there are some things that we're building on as far as our brand and even moving forward, if you would like to make a donation, um, that's my cash app information. That is Ken Dave, $ Ken Dave 67. If you would like to donate, we will take all donations and use it for our to the benefit of what we're doing now and as we're building what we're doing. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of what I do. Make sure you're liking and subscribing on YouTube. You can find me on Dr. Kenneth Davis on YouTube. So you'll be finding information about on there for me. And I will be seeing y'all on Sunday night. Y'all make sure that y'all be good and be kind to yourself. Good night.